Hi guys, me and Hotpoint are bringing to life people's incredible food memories. So the lovely Sarish here had a memory that is true to my heart as well. The chocolate sponge pudding and chocolate custard from school. And the perfect person to bring that back to life is the one and only gorgeous Cupcake Gemma. Go on, girl!
Thanks, Jamie. I'm really excited to make this cake because I absolutely remember this from my school as well. By the way, guys, if you want to know more about these amazing stories and get the opportunity to win some brand new Hotpoint kitchen appliances, then click on the link to go to the Food Memories Hub. But first, let me tell you a little bit more about Sarish. When she was at school, sometimes they'd treat her to this really tasty dessert, and I'm sure that for a lot of you out there, this is going to make memories come flooding back. She told us this cake was airy and fluffy, but still really, really rich. And the best bit is it's smothered in delicious chocolate custard. To make sure we get Sarish's food memory just right, we have spoken to people at her old school, we've tested a bunch of recipes, and we've even talked to real life actual dinner ladies to make sure we get this perfect. And I think we have, and I think Sarish is going to really like this recipe, and so are you guys. The first thing I need to do is preheat my Hotpoint oven to 180 degrees C. I've got 100 millilitres of just boiled water, add 60 grams of cocoa powder to that. And then just using a fork or a small whisk, whip it around until it's really smooth. And when that's completely lump-free, just put that to one side for later and grab a big bowl. Add 100 grams of unsalted, very soft butter, 300 grams of golden caster sugar. Beat that up until it's light and fluffy. Now I'm going to add the cocoa mixture, along with 4 large free-range eggs. And I'm going to sieve in 200 grams of self-raising flour, along with a teaspoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt, and that's going to help bring the chocolatey flavour out. And lastly, 150 millilitres of whole milk. I'm just going to beat that together with my mixer. Because this is based on a school pudding, I am going to be using a 20 centimetre square tin. I want this cake to be nice and plump and tall. So I've already greased and lined it. Now I'm just going to pour it in. So now I'm just going to pop that into my preheated Hotpoint oven for 40 to 45 minutes until a skewer comes out clean and it should be firm and springy on the top. It's super important to have a good oven that's going to have a good flow of heat and make our cake rise nice and evenly. It's custard time and I love custard so much, and you can make really fancy pants homemade custard, but I thought since this is like a school lunch recipe, I'm going to go old school and use custard powder, and I'm going to put chocolate in it and it's going to be so nice and it's going to get the memories flooding back. I'm going to start by heating a litre of whole milk in a saucepan on a medium heat until it's just boiling. In a jug, I'm going to combine 50 grams of light soft brown sugar, 50 grams of custard powder and 50 grams of good quality cocoa powder. And I'm going to give that a good whisk. When it reaches just boiling point, pour half of that onto your dry mixture and whisk it in. Mix it until all the lumps have gone. Put that back into the saucepan. I'm going to keep stirring that with my whisk on a low heat, and after a few minutes it will thicken up really nicely. Then add 50 grams of dark chocolate and stir it through until it's melted. So that's my custard done and my cake is ready. I'm going to leave that to cool in the tin for 15 minutes. I don't have the attire of a dinner lady, but I feel very much like a dinner lady right now because I'm going to serve it up. Ooh. And now, obviously, it needs to be smothered in hot chocolate custard. That looks well naughty and very, very much like the school dinner I used to know, but they didn't put anything fancy on top. I'm going to grate some chocolate on mine. I need to have a go. No wonder Sarish hasn't been able to forget this since childhood. It is so delicious. And now, thanks to the guys at Hotpoint, she's going to be able to recreate this recipe in her very own brand new Hotpoint oven. And if you guys want to be in with a chance to win a whole range of Hotpoint appliances, then click on the link and enter the competition.